What's up, guys? So I'm getting just super frustrated with what's going on in the world right now with just health and people trying to lose weight and get healthier. The amount of people that I know of, and that I know who are inquiring about Ozempic is absurd. And I think the amount of people that are getting access to it is absurd. And I think the how doctors just hand it out like it's a supplement is absurd. And I think it's dangerous at this point. At this point, like, I don't understand what doctors are even doing anymore. And this is why a lot of people question the medical industry, because they're like, what is going on? We don't know the negative effects that it will have in the next 10, 15, 20 years because it's such a new drug. And it was a drug, it's an amazing drug that's created for people that just have no other choice but to have something that physically turns something off in their brain to stop eating because they eat too much. Now, we can get into the whole freaking psychological thing about that, but it's supposed to save people's lives because that's their last choice. And when it's now now people can have access to that drug for a convenience thing, and their doctors are just willing to hand it out like candy, is, I think, absolutely nuts. I think it's so unsafe, and I think it's just another drug that's like, yep, another industry that people can get behind of, like, oh yeah, like, drug industry just wants to make a lot of money. Like, here's another drug for people to just say that. And I don't blame them, because at this point, it's like, I agree. It's like, here's another drug that people could just take and we can make millions of dollars because here's the convenience. Just shoot this up and you'll be good and you'll lose weight. Frick, man, like, it sucks. And it sucks because, like I said before, we don't know what the negative effects are. It's meant for people. This drug is meant for people that have no other choice. They're so obese. They're so large. They have so much body fat on them that if they don't do this, they're going to have a heart attack. They need to take this, which is amazing, right? It's supposed to be like a life-saving drug. That is literally a life-saving drug. And it helps people. And maybe it helps kids too. Maybe they don't have access to healthier choices. They need something like this. It was a drug created for that. Now it's a drug for convenience, or it's turning into one, because I know a lot of people that are just on it now because of a convenience factor. They talk to their doctor, there's a checklist of probably what they need to check off in order for someone to receive that drug. But man, it's easier to get Ozempic than it is to get testosterone for a men. That's wild, because we know the side effects of testosterone and all this stuff like that, but we don't know all the side effects of Ozempic, not completely at least, right? And that's getting handed out more than an enhancer. I'm just upset. I'm upset because it's sometimes for a lot of people a simple choice of just making healthier choices, and that's the difference. Like, just making a healthier choice by eating one extra meal a day with a higher protein, maybe going on another walk, maybe just getting an extra hour of sleep, maybe just tweaking their day just a little bit, like it's like a couple of knobs, and their life will immensely change. It's like a few different knob turns and their life will change. But instead, they choose convenience because that's what's advertised to them, and that's what the industry is meant to do, is to treat the problem and not really find the treat the symptom but not really find the underlying problem. That sucks. I'm pissed. I'm pissed off because we don't know what's going to happen 10 years from now. 10 years is a long time, but it's also a short time. And the amount of people that I've talked to that are like, that have a 1-year-old and they're 10, they're like, oh, it flies by. It's like, okay, well, what if it's going to fly by with your health? Who knows what the repercussions are going to be? We don't know. If you do your research and if you know what the drug is, it suppresses something in your brain. It suppresses your appetite. It suppresses basically, like, controls your own choices, right? It's kind of like it's like a mind control drug, kind of. And all you have to do is just make better choices by just surrounding yourself with more information. Or if you give yourself more information, you'll know, hey, this is probably not, like, we're all about data. We're mainly about data. We are living on this earth for as long as we are and still existing because we gather more and more information. And because of this, it's now skewed to, well, more information means more convenience. Now we want faster results. Boom, here you go, here's a drug. Instead of just more information, make better choices, and here we go, boom, longer and healthier life. Just by going through the mud of like making better choices. Because it's hard, it's not easy. But with all this data, all the things that we know, we kind of like, we almost become dumber. And I'm not saying people that take Ozempic are dumb. I get frustrated because you would rather take something and put yourself at risk with something you have no idea how would it affect you 10 years from now than going through some stress of changing some lifestyle choices, fully knowing exactly what the outcome will be. But because you don't want to do that, you'd rather take convenience and a risk with a drug that probably is not suitable for you. But it's not your fault because you don't know. And also doctors are fucking just don't know either. And excuse the language, but it pisses me off. And I get so upset. It upsets me so much. Because people need help. And these things can help, but they also won't. And that's what upsets me. And that's what I'm ranting about. So, I'll see you guys on the next rant.